We're going to get into here, guys, is tonight we're going to take a look at the patch notes that came out from the campfire chat yesterday. Actually, let me turn the music up just a little bit. It's kind of boring and I can't hear it. It's very loud. I don't know why Discord just keeps auto muting me too. Anyway. So, all right, let's get into this. So, patch notes. We know that select from yesterday that select vampiric powers were coming back with some modifications. These are coming back as aspects. So you're going to be able to find them, imprint them on your gear. I haven't really looked too much on what I'm going to change in my builds. To be honest, I don't know what I would change outside of moving, implementing. So first off, we're getting a Cursed Touchback, which actually could be really cool for a charge build. We're getting Metamorphosis back. I do not like this, though. Evade's cooldown is increased by 5 to 10 seconds. That's a little janky. Blood Boiling, although if you get a implicit of damage does cooldown reduction, that could be pretty good. Getting Blood Boiling back, which is the 3 volatile blood drops. You're getting Hectic back every 5 skills. When you're actually cooldown. Undying, that's pretty good. And then Moonrise. Like I said, that could be pretty interesting on the pen shot build for Rogue. Anyway, some balance updates to Uber Uniques. Ring of Star Skies now shows on the buff bar. Penitent Greaves, Tacit Dawn Sky, Mother Price. Moving that up to 30 to 50% could actually make that a viable resource gen, but you're still losing a slot. Intercom, Retribution, Starlight, don't care. All right, so Barb. We're increasing Bash by 10% and Fury gain from 13 to 15. Battle Bash, additional Fury increase. Okay, fine. Frenzy, Flay, Enhanced Flay. So some of the weaker stuff to help, like they said on the campfire chat, just smooth out that leveling curve. Endless Fury, increased Fury gain from 7/14/21 to 10/20/30. Okay, that's cool. Executioner Glyph. When wielding a polearm, you deal 10% damage without the energy. Now it's okay, so they got rid of the healthy damage requirement. That's fine. Legendary aspects, aspect of more damage reduction increased from. That's pretty huge if you're running a walking arsenal build. Gore's Devastating Grips. Guys are trying to bring that back. Again, a lot of Druid updates where they're increasing making the low end leveling a little bit smoother. These all come out on Tuesday, by the way. Unique item, Storm's Companion. This is the one where they're changing how the wolves do damage. Ton of Necromancer updates to help out minions so you can have an actual minion build, which, that should be a thing. A lot of passive spike armors, a lot of Paragon adjustments. I'm not going through all the Necro or the Sorcerer because I don't have either of those. All right, so Rogue, because that's what we're playing tonight. Heartseeker, now the attack speed is increased by 20%, and they lowered the power interrupt frames from 20 to 16, so that means you could potentially get a little bit of a stutter step like you do with Puncture. They increased Flurry, and they changed Flurry, actually. So now, improved Flurry, the previous was a vulnerable enemy. It will make enemies hit by that cast vulnerable for 3 seconds. Now, Flurry deals 20% increased damage to vulnerable enemies, and if Flurry hits a vulnerable enemy, it will make all enemies... Wow, so that's actually a big upgrade to Flurry, like making Flurry a kind of a viable option. An advanced Flurry, evading through an enemy will cause your Flurry to stun enemies. Now, evading through an enemy will cause your next Flurry to deal 30% increased damage and stun enemies for 2.5 seconds. So that's pretty big. Rapid Fire is getting a 10% buff. That's getting 10% precision. This is good. It just makes that gameplay flow a little bit better. Based on what that is. Infusion Gift, cooldown reduction, cool. Encircling Blades, they're increasing the damage of Encircling Blades up to 22%. That's cool. They're changing the way this is actually a really big one because I really enjoy the Shadow Slicer, especially leveling up. The Shadow Slicer glyph, or Shadow Slicer aspect on my boots. Eagle Horn is getting updated. Eyes in the Dark. Death Trap Runners, who cares? Writhing Band of Trickery. Until they make this better, who cares? All right, so they're then giving us some Seneschal support. Bleeding Spore, Burning Tempest. But they nerfed Tempest, right? Tempest in our games. Go to Sanders during the drainage when it's applied and when it spreads. That's fine. No big deal. Player profile updates. Players are equipped skills. Are now displayed in their profile. That's fine. The cost to craft uber unique items has been reduced from 5 to 4. I mean, if I could find some uber uniques, that would be fun, but I can't. So on that. And then there's a whole bunch of gameplay bug fixes that we're not going to go through. Anyway, you know, it's pretty interesting, the updates. We saw a lot of stuff on the Campfire chat about a lot of stuff on the Campfire chat about Season 4 and what they weren't talking about and the Gauntlet. So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff coming out that we're going to have to look at. You know, I'm an Xbox player, so Diablo is really the only thing I got right now. Unless I want to go play Call of Duty, which I don't want to do that. But regardless, I'm still having fun with it. I know you guys that are hanging out with me are still having fun with it. Let me know what you think about the mid-season update. We'll see what happens with the Gauntlet runs. I know the community as a whole is a little disappointed that it's capped to 70, which is an odd choice, because that's going to make it just that much easier for everybody to run through it. But either way, we'll see. And then, you know, we got a month or so until Season 4 comes out, and there's a ton of games coming out. Anyway, if you like this video, thank you very much for hanging out, checking it out. Drop a like, drop a subscribe down below. We are live, as always, Friday and Saturday nights on Twitch and YouTube. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.